And that is the game-sealing interception. The Buffalo Bills drop in this game 24-14. This is as bad of a loss as you could ever get if you're the Buffalo Bills. And this is as huge of a win as you could ever get if you're the Atlanta Falcons. This game was awful for the Buffalo Bills. To put this in context, okay, the Carolina Panthers scored 30 points. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers scored 23 points. The Washington Commanders, with backup quarterback Marcus Mariota, scored 27 points. And the Buffalo Bills, with Josh Allen, the reigning MVP, scored 14 points. It's as bad as it gets. The Buffalo Bills had 8 penalties, and seemingly all 8 of them absolutely devastating. Just absolutely devastating. Listen, I know the Bills are not full strength, right? I know that their defense, etc. Their offense should have found a way to be a lot better than whatever the heck we just saw. I mean, again, this is as bad of a game as you can play, especially offensively. Listen, defense, they got torched. The run game, Bijan Robinson, what did he give up? 180 some point? 170 yards. 8.9 yards per carry. 19 carries for 170 yards. Of course, that big one, the 81-yarder. Michael Penix was pretty much comfortable all game. He made some big-time throws. 20 for 32, 250 yards, 7.8 yards per attempt and a touchdown. And he was only sacked twice. Never felt like he was under duress too much. Never felt like this defense was able to even remotely make him ever truly feel uncomfortable. There was a moment here or there, a pretty big sack, a little bit, but just he was able to step up and make some big throws. Him and Drake London were working beautifully. There was zero rhythm to this Buffalo Bills offense. Absolutely, positively, zero rhythm. If you're watching these games right now, I mean, think about even just the third and short and then the fumble on the handoff. I mean, like, these are crucial moments of the game. Absolutely. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, don't use injuries or defense as an excuse right here. Like, there were offensive mishaps that you just... The Kansas City Chiefs, with all their injuries and suspensions, looked smoother on offense than what we saw the Buffalo Bills bring forward. And this is a devastating loss. This is a devastating loss. You were in a position to be able to take a much more commanding lead of the AFC, number 1 seed, home field advantage. Now you're contending just to win the division. And here's the crazy thing. As I always mention, my favorite way to view these games and the season as a whole is if you knew nothing about Josh Allen, if you knew nothing about the Buffalo Bills and the Chiefs and the Patriots, and we didn't know their history, we didn't know Josh Allen was the MVP, we didn't know that he had a C on his chest, you'd say the New England Patriots are a better team right now. You would say that they're a better team. And now, when you go back and look at the Bills, you're like, the Dolphins are a bit of a mess, and they almost won. If it wasn't for that interception, and you're like, the Baltimore Ravens, like, yeah, they became a mess, but, hey, Baltimore Ravens probably should have won that game. And you're like, yeah, you beat the Jets, but, like, the Jets are a pretty terrible team. They're comically, hilariously terrible. And, you lost to the Patriots. And so it's just like, where does that leave you? Nowhere good. Nowhere good. I mean, there's serious questions. If this season continues to go at this pace and you come up short, I don't know how you don't make a serious change. I don't know how you don't fire coaches. I really, really don't. Because I find things like this really inexcusable. Again, even if you want to say, like, you lost, that's fine, right? You're going to lose some games, and the Atlanta Falcons are a feisty team, no doubt about it. But it was the quality of play. The penalties, the fumble. I mean, like, it's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And again, Josh Allen is consistently left on an island. Cook didn't do anything until the second half, and really mainly the third quarter, and really only the one possession. So I'm not sure I even understand the plan of attack. But James Cook had 87 yards, and I'm almost positive like around 40 of those yards, I think it was 37 to be exact, came from one possession to start the third quarter, if memory serves me correctly. So I'm just not sure what the plan is. And again, Josh Allen now keeps getting stuck on this island. We've seen this now pretty much this entire season, where he can go for a run, but he's like, I have to try to get the ball down the field. And he now he's getting trapped. And so now, when it is time for him to use his legs, he doesn't quite pick up a big gain. And he got caught and wrapped up a handful of times. Don't even let the 42 yards fool you. 24 of those yards in rushing came from the final drive when he had that big run where he then pointed and got out of bounds. But besides that, he had the one run in I think it was the first quarter or whatnot. But I mean, like, it wasn't a big rushing game for him. And at this point, I'm kind of like, stop trying to push the ball down the field. If you can take off with your legs, just take off, man. Just take off. Be like a hyper mobile young second year quarterback, and just take off if you can. If you could just take off, just get it. Don't stop looking to pass in those moments. I mean, even some of those little freestyle off the script moments where Josh Allen has to kind of toss it, like no one else can make a play. They were never on the same page. No one could ever come back for the ball, make a nice catch, or if he's kind of scrambling and trying to say, like, keep going, the receiver is just not going to keep going. So many missed connections. I think the broadcast did a pretty good job. You had a handful of incompletions where you were just like, the receiver needs to stop here, or the receiver needs to come back to the ball, or the receiver here, and you're just like that's coaching and execution. That's coaching and execution. So just a bad game, man. Just a bad game. Bad interception in the first half by Josh Allen. They're lucky that didn't then directly lead to the 7 points. Bad game. I don't even remotely see a silver lining. I really don't. When the Detroit Lions lost, I was able to be like, well, if this went a little bit of this way and if that went a little bit of that way, you could see a swing here in points and you can kind of make a little bit more sense of it. I don't see any sense of this game whatsoever. None. I don't think the Buffalo Bills made really like a single big play throughout this entire game. A single moment where if they ended up winning, you would say, that was the play. Dude, that was the moment. You could say a blocked field goal, I guess. But I mean, just a bad game. If you're a Buffalo Bills fan, that is a tough pill to swallow. If you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, you are pumped. Because that was, that was the biggest game. I think they all said on the broadcast, if the Falcons come away with this win, this is the biggest game in a really, really long time. And I agree with that. And they kept talking about, the search for relevancy. And that's where the Falcons are right now. But truth be told, the way how the Buffalo Bills are playing right now, I don't want to downplay what the Atlanta Falcons did because they deserve all the credit in the world and they deserve all the praise. And they had the right plan and they came up to play. They came to play. They were ready. They were prepared. They were making the big plays and the big moments and the big throws. So they deserve a tremendous amount of credit for that. They really, truly do. But the Buffalo Bills are playing really bad football. They are playing bad football. Just the way I see it right now. Bad football. I am not mincing any words about it. Now, we will talk about it on Monday. I'm trying to get this out as quickly as possible because I got the rest of the Washington Commanders game and the Bears to watch right now. So I can watch that and then make a clip, which comes to think that I should actually really just end this right now because I'm going to be behind. I got to fast forward and catch live so I can make that clip of like, this was a bad game. I had to get a video out and say, this is a bad game. I feel like I like Stephen A. Smith right now. This was pathetic. They should be ashamed and embarrassed right now. That's what it feels like to me. That's honestly genuine. That little Paul screen that I just randomly got on screen, that face, perfect. Probably make that the screenshot, the thumbnail. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What'd you guys all think about the Buffalo Bills getting beat good? I don't care what the score says. They were dominated in that game. You know, sometimes domination doesn't mean losing by 21 or whatever. Like they were dominated in that game. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. It's whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.